Hi, I'm Chatbot, and today we're taking a look at the Taiwan Spring Green Beer, or Green Spring Beer, depending how you'd like to translate, the Taiwan Chuanlu Pijio. Now, this beer comes in at 3% alcohol by volume and 7.5% tea liquid that has been put in there. They claim that it's Japanese tea that's used to change the flavor of the standard Taiwan beer product, I would assume. It is made by the Taiwan Beer Corporation. All right, and so because we're taking a look right now at this nice flower over here, which I just took a picture of and thought looked very spring-like, and these nice sakura blossoms, or cherry blossoms, which are taken in northern Taiwan last February, I believe. A little spring celebration, but it doesn't do as much good to show you the can when you can't see the fact that it's got green all over it. So we're going to bring the can up here, turn our green screen back off. All right, and just show you what the can looks like in its original form. The little cute little QR code there. It just says, you know, Chuan, and Chuan all over it, just for spring. All right, so there we go. I'm now going to go ahead and just read you off the can what it says in English. It just says, Limited Edition, Spring 2018. Extraction from green tea, mixed with Japanese roasted tea aroma. Cloudy beer with tea-like and rich texture. Experience creativity of new taste. All right, and so that's what we got right there. And we're gonna go ahead. All right, we got ourselves a cup. All right, I'm gonna crack this baby open. Okay. Oh. Gonna pour it out here. All right. Let's check the head here, see how long it holds up. Now, this here, you can see that it's not bubbling at all. There's no bubbles. Okay, there's a bit of a glare there, but there are no bubbles. It is bubbleless. The head is holding, but it's thinning out quite a bit. At the top, you can see that it had been full and is now quite a bit all the way down, which is pretty standard for the TTL range of beer products. They don't hold their head specifically well. There's definitely like a green tea, like a matcha tea flavor coming out here, much more than anything beer related. There's just no, for me, there's no beer notes coming out really at all. It's almost like honey in matcha green tea. It's like the sweet end of like a nice honey with like a matcha green tea kind of rolled in there. It doesn't have that sort of like pastiness to it that you get in a lot of like green tea powders. Like the matcha powder, it doesn't have that pastiness or that chalkiness. Quite sweet. It's quite sweet. Not offensively so. Like maybe the honey beer could be considered offensively sweet to some people. This is invitingly sweet. This is the exact opposite. I'm a big fan of the honey beer for what that's worth. I think that's worth drinking if you can get your hands on it. Okay, well, we have some okay, yeah, so we're getting some the matcha flavors coming out pretty heavy. There's really no distinct beer flavor. Oh, I take that back. That whole time, it just had a sweet matcha flavor, and it almost feels like they dropped a little bit of honey in there to kind of like give it a balance. That tastes exactly the way it smells. And then at the end, you get just a hair of like the Taiwan beer style finish. And I know that's not super descriptive, but if you've ever drunk a Taiwan beer, that is the most descriptive way to describe this beer. It doesn't bubble in your mouth. It's kind of sudsy. It is thick. It's very smooth in there. It leaves like a light coating, like a light sweet coating inside of your mouth. Yeah, it finishes with that like Taiwan. It's like every Taiwan beer has the same finish, and this has it. The honey beer has it to me. The wheat beer has it to me. It's not like a bad thing. It's just a very distinct thing. You know, some companies use the same malt and everything. You can taste the malt and everything. Uh, this particular beer just has that Taiwan beer finish. All right, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and give it a opacity. We're gonna use this extremely bright pink pen, and we're just gonna stick it down in there. Okay, this is about halfway in the middle of the cup. Okay, this is off to the side. You can see this is the front, and then so this is the back of the cup. All right, we're gonna set that aside. Very nice. So it's cloudy, and it is a very light golden color. It is basically as clear as beer can get. With what seems to be like a green tea. It seems like it's a clear beer with green tea in it. If you add green tea to beer, it doesn't go well. I can tell you that right now. But they have all-you-can-eat buffet here in Taiwan, and I've done it. Didn't go well. So this is exactly what I was going for at an all-you-can-eat buffet. And if I can imagine what a clear beer with tea in it looked like, it's this. So colors bang on for what they're going for. So this is a good addition to the TTL line of products. They have a bunch of shandies that have similar alcohol percentage, and then they're similar sweetness overall. This beer comes in less sweet than the honey beer, but in less sort of sudsy and slippery in the mouthfeel than the wheat beer does. I would love to see other innovations going forward here, because TTL has sort of led the charge on mass market beer consumption with different flavors. You know, I remember when they came out with the wheat beer, then everybody had a wheat beer, right? They came out with a dark beer. The Mine dark beer was one of their products, and everybody suddenly wanted to get their hands on a dark beer. They really do have a strong segment of the beer market here, and anything that they do like this is bound to open some eyes to something new. And so any product like this that brings a different taste and a different approach to beer, to, you know, people who might not otherwise be beer drinkers, specifically here would be tea drinkers, is a great addition to any line of products. For a beer drinker, I would say it's not something that I would buy all the time, but you know, I certainly have enjoyed my time with it today, and I would definitely recommend getting it if you can. So with that, I'm Chatbot. Hope you've enjoyed this review. Feel free to follow along here or find me elsewhere on the internet just by looking down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.